You know, guys, recently Julius Marabio came to the United Nations, right? You all know about that. And there's this interview that I want to share with you that I think is France 24. And the reason why I want to share this interview with you is more so for Dr. Samura Kamara and the advisors around Dr. Samura Kamara to actually take a look at this interview and understand that the whole time, and I'm still looking for that full interview if it exists, or probably that's the whole interview. It's about 7 minutes or so long, which I will not play the whole thing, but I will let you know that the world is moving on. The fact that I did not hear the interviewer asking about the June 24th, 2023 elections, it tells me a lot, and I'm concerned. And the fact is, I know Dr. Samura Kamara has made a promise that when he's tired of fighting this good fight, he's going to come and let us know. But the truth is this: if Julius Madabio is traveling and these interviewers are not able to ask the question about the disproved elections that the whole world knows, but we are 2 years, 4 months now since the elections, and if nobody is asking internationally about that, why is Dr. Samura Kamara not taking interviews internationally to wake up the international community and the world at large that the ongoing tussle for his presidency continues? Or maybe that's not the same fight we are fighting. Maybe Dr. Samura Kamara's fight is different. But I believe we're all fighting for the same thing, and that is he won the elections, and he should be giving his presidency. He should be sitting in State House as the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I believe that is the fight we are fighting. And if that's the fight we are fighting, it's time for Dr. Samura Kamara to step it out and take interviews. Listen to this interview real quick.
Does it mean that you are in touch with the leaders of Mali and Niger and that you're going to visit them soon?
Sure. I have in fact made contacts with them. All of them. I've spoken to all of them, and the visit I made to Burkina Faso is just one, and I am going to visit Niger and also Mali. And we, at the end, I want us to sit together, the three AES countries and myself, ECOWAS, representing ECOWAS, so that we can have a thorough and deep discussion, frank discussion about what happened and what we can do. We must bring security back to West Africa if we are to do economic integration.
All right. So now you've seen this interview. Not one time, you see the body posture. Marabio is poised. He's thinking about the future, not even thinking about going back anything anymore. He's chairman of ECOWAS, and that's going to go until next year, May, June. And he's going to be 3 years in office at that point. We see all of that. This man is futuristic. He's not even looking back right now. All right? But I want to also share this with you because if Dr. Samura Kamara and thinks that Marabio is going to hand over power peacefully to him, he has it coming, because it's not going to happen. And this is a testimony from Tijan Kaba back in, after the elections 1996, when he went to the United Nations and pointed out exactly who Julius Marabio is. Listen to this.
The international community had a presence to ensure the highest standard of probity and transparency in the conduct of the elections. In January 1996, in the middle of the preparations for the elections, Brigadier Marabio forced Captain Valentine Strasser out of office as chairman of the NPRC and immediately launched a campaign to postpone the elections. The banner of that campaign was "Peace before elections." End of quote. Mr. President, having failed to prevent the holding of the elections through political maneuvering, the anti-democratic forces within the army and their RUF allies launched a campaign of terror and intimidation in those parts of the countryside where the rebels had a presence to scare away people from voting. Many innocent men and women had their hands cut off. Some were branded with hot iron, and many more were mutilated in ways that I cannot describe in public. but no intimidation could overcome the determination of the people to put an end to military rule and all its associated abuses.
All right, guys. So that is Tijan Kaba, the United Nations. When I hear you talking there, let me say this in Creole for a second here. You people that believe or think that Marabio is going to hand over power peacefully, it is not going to happen. This man in 1996 did not want elections to happen. That's why he overthrew Strasser. And he came with peace before elections. But the people said, no, we want elections. The peace would come later. What did they do? It connived with the RUF. Don't forget, at that point, Marabio's sister, Agnes Bio, was with Fori Sanko. And they connived with the RUF. Marabio connived with the RUF. They started cutting off people's hands. They tell them, say they want for votes. Okay, you want votes, long sleeve or short sleeve. That's what Tijan Kaba said at the United Nations. So Dr. Samura Kamara, if you think Marabio is going to hand over power peacefully, you said you're not going to protest, nothing like that. But if you think you're going to sit down at your house at Hill Station and think Marabio is going to hand over power to you, you're lying. Something has to give. Something has to give. Dr. Samura Kamara, you can do this peacefully. Take interviews. In Africa, you have Arise News TV in Nigeria. Ghana, they have Joy TV. You have Voice of America. You have a BBC. You have Al Jazeera. Matter of fact, you have France 24. The same video that I just played with Marabio taking an interview recently at the United Nations. You can call these people and take an interview and call the world's attention to what is actually happening if you really care about your presidency, Dr. Samura Kamara. You supporters, everybody that supports Dr. Samura Kamara, you voted. You want to let you vote, then contam, let the results come out. When I ask Dr. Samura Kamara for speak up and talk to the international community, it does not even have to talk to us. Take interviews internationally. If he wants, he can do local, town hall meetings across the country, but he has to revive the fight. Otherwise, his presidency, we're not going to see it anytime soon. Bye-bye.